Hey, this is Shinjin, and this is response for Intch95's contest for cards. My deck is a removal deck, just to get it out of the way. I feel it's very unique. I don't use any tuners, no polys. These are straightforward, very common cards I use, but the effects all work out very well. Let me start it off. This is the heart and soul of my cards and my strategy. I have 3 needleworms, 1 morphing jar number 2, 1 morphing jar number 1. We all know the effects of needleworms. Flip, discard 5 cards, usually followed up with my microcosmos or dimensional fissure to get them out of the way. Next cards are my DD Scouts. Very good cards, comboed with microcosmos or dimensional fissure. These cards, no matter from my hand, field, or deck, they will return at the end of my turn, giving me a monster for my tributes. Also, old school guys, you never seen these guys used in an actual deck before, but I run with Dinos. I have my Stego, my Gilligosaurus, 3 Gilligosauruses in this deck for special summonings. Allows me to swarm the opponent if necessary. Also, if my strategy works out, you won't have a card to special summon during your turn. Black Stego, high defense power. I always go bald and attack with him because if it's attacked, it gets switched back to defense mode. I lose no life points. Also, my 1900 beat sticks, 2 Sabersauruses, and then I have my Black Velocity. These are just my heavy hitters. Also, common, 2 Hydrogeddons. The effect of Hydrogeddon is if it destroys a monster as a result of battle, I get to special summon out another Hydrogeddon. So without my microcosmos dimensional fissure, they allow me a better standing on the field. Moving on, my Tyranno Infinities. These are my gold cards. Usually I have a total of 11 dinos in my deck in total, so a possible 10,000 strong. Whenever you see this card, it's usually dual for you. Then these are my tributes, 2 golden homunculuses. Every card removed from play, he gains 300 attack power. Also, one of my favorites is the Dark Dust Spirit. Comboed with the DD Scouts, he comes on the field, destroys all your monsters, remove it from play, allows me a nice easy shot. DD Scout comes back at the end of the turn, giving me a monster to retribute. Alright, I'm going to move on to my magic cards now. Magic cards, I have 2 dimensional fissures, 1 DD reincarnation, which allows me to special summon one of my cards that were removed from play. Also, Book of Eclipse, a really good card, especially when it comes to throwing off the opponent's timing. I found this card very useful against Monarchs, Swarms, Blackwings, all of them. Swords, very common. Classic, Heavy Storm, another very common card. Soul Absorption, very good for this deck. I've gained a total of almost 8,000 life points in one shot, thanks to it. Also, Chaos End, another really good card for clearing out the field. If I have 7 or more cards removed from play, activate this card, destroy all cards on the field. Also, Grand Convergence, when comboed with Microcosmos, it's another card that clears the field and the opponent takes 300 life points of damage. Moving on to my traps. I have Microcosmos, 2 Microcosmos. Also, very popular card, Big Burn. Whenever my opponent activates a card that allows him to go into the graveyard, remove all monsters from play. Comboed with my Soul Absorption, like I'm always back in the duel. Also, I have 2 Compulsionaries. These are when I go against synchros, fusions, everything. Very good card. Tourette's, another card to clear out the field. Bottomless Trap Hole, very common. Mirror Wall, very good card. Keeps all my monsters alive. Usually I pay the life points because with Soul Absorption on the field, I have enough to spare. Then I have 1 Threatening Roar to protect me, and DD Dynamite. Worst case scenario, at the end of the duel, if I pop this off, you ain't winning. Thank you, that's my deck. Hope to see the result.